Former NHL player Adam Johnson was playing in a UK hockey league when Matt Petgrave kicked him in the neck with a skate and Johnson tragically lost his life. But as people looked into Petgrave's history, they found that he seemed to be a dirty player with far more penalties than anyone in the entire league, as videos emerge of his alleged history of raising his skates to collide with other players. But that didn't stop his fans from giving him a standing ovation as he returned to his first game at his home stadium since killing Johnson. But now, Petgrave has been arrested for suspicion of manslaughter. So online there is a very heated debate on whether or not Petgrave's contact with Johnson was intentional, and hopefully the courts can definitively figure it out and rule accordingly. But just for my personal thoughts, as I played hockey for years, is I never remember getting a skate sent to my face. Now I do understand I can't compare pro athletes with all their speed, strength, and lightweight skates to my experience playing youth hockey, but professional NHL players seem to think this was at least somewhat intentional.
Did this kid make a movement that was very unorthodox? Do I think that he was trying to make contact of some sort? Absolutely. Do I think that he woke up and said, I'm going to murder somebody today? No.
And a former Philadelphia Flyers player also stated it looked intentional as it was a kung fu kick. Now for some reason, Petgrave supporters are posting all sorts of images of pro hockey players with their skates flying in the air as if collisions on the ice are somehow comparable to what happened to Johnson. And now people are trying to compare the recent injury of Jacob Lauko getting a skate to the eye when apparently it happened when he was already on the ground. It's insane because there may be genuine arguments in favor of Matt Petgrave, but if the best argument is digging up decade-old images and comparing it to another completely unrelated injury, that makes me feel like there isn't a really good defense for Petgrave. But what's crazy is how the media is controlling this story, saying they arrested a unnamed man using a stock image of some random white guy in cuffs, which is like when the BBC ran an image of YouTuber Tim Pool to talk about a Texas shooter. And all these media outlets are seemingly omitting Petgrave's name as they all repeat unknown man arrested for manslaughter, where in unison they all want to suppress who did it. Because look at the Daily Mail's article, they mention Johnson's name, they run images of him saying someone has been arrested, and all the way down the article they show Petgrave but said he was just involved in a collision on the ice using a 3-year-old picture of him. They could have used any recent picture of Petgrave, including the one of him kicking Johnson, but randomly had to dig up an old photo. It's almost like they have a template of how to cover stories they need to spin. This just reads like what happened to the Waukesha Christmas parade where news outlets ran headlines about a SUV that got into an accident. I'm genuinely confused why the media will bend over backwards to protect certain individuals in very inorganic ways. But other times, even if there's not video evidence of it happening, even if there's not a long history of similar behavior, even if there's not much proof beyond hearsay from anonymous sources, the media will in unison come down on people guilty until proven innocent. And sadly, I don't have the answers, Sway. So instead of plugging my channel subscriptions like normal, I just think it would be nice for us to watch this clip from 2019 of Adam Johnson right before he made his NHL debut.
Just really excited. You know, it's been a long time waiting, and this is what I've been working for my whole life. So I'm pumped to be here. I just hope to contribute any way I can.